Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted.
Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. 18 Gators. Switch up. Snap.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good job.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike 51. Mike 51. Double dog. Double dog.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike 51. Come on, D.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, but he's got it.
He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's White, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
And 2 stop. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 there to go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about getting the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's the man traded by the Patriots, Chandler Jones, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Herbert going deep here for into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Murray steps away to his left, and he's going to go down again.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check. Crouch. 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 Rest. No. Go get him. Go get him. Kill.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down. They go right back to White here on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Big stop, let's go. Tight on.
On 2nd down, it's White. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Down to Shell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the 2nd quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the 1st quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. On 4th down, Herbert. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Set, 18, Gator. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. It's complete. James White. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Now Murray off play action. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Dancing to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. It's caught by Bryant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go, D, let's go.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
First and 10 at the 2-yard line.
He's crashing.
Nixon trying to punch it in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Second and goal at the Patriots' 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go, here we go.
Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Murray now, third and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Dietrich Wise coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth. And this one is right through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 51. I got one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
3 bud.
Here's Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Murray with a 3rd and long. It's complete to Hopkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Herbert. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you. Man, I got you. Yo. You got me.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I got you. Leo. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, LaCosse. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got LaCosse, his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Hassan Reddick, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Look at me. Go, fight.
2nd and 11. He's got LaCosse over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Back to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert, and he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 45.
All day, every day, any day.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. From just shy of midfield, Murray with a catch made by Hopkins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Sliding out of the pocket. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Hey, block it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I just ran a checkup on my